about the large Kit Kats that are now out on the market, and both of us are torn. I think actually I'm firm with you that I think that Kit Kat should be small.
Yeah, how are you supposed to break? It's just harder to break when it's bigger. It's more fun size.
How do you eat a Kit Kat?
Um, I think I break it and then I bite it.
You break it and bite it. I myself like to eat the entire outline of chocolate, and then I break it with my teeth little by little, like the layers, like a beaver. That's how
I
I do it.
actually, I mean, I know some people I went to school with who ate theirs that way. So
It's
you're not
it's a
alone.
thing. It's a thing. I don't know what's
Yeah.
wrong with me.
How do
I
you
feel
eat your
better.
Oreos?
How do I eat my Oreos? I always twist. But see, I'm actually a bigger fan of the cookie than I am of the cream.
Mm.
So,
Because
yeah.
we're talking about twins, though, I typically eat it as is, but I always like to dip it in peanut butter. Thanks to Lindsay Lohan in Parent Trap, she would dip it in the peanut butter. No,
Things you learned from Parent Trap. For 100, Alex, that's going to be your Jeopardy title. But yes, guys, we're here. Lauren today is 22 weeks, almost 23 weeks. We're going to talk about cravings today too, which is kind of how I got on the kick of Kit Kats, prepping. I want to know everything that's going on. So first and foremost, how are you feeling? 22 weeks. Give us the scoop on how you feel this week.
I feel good. Today I feel really good. Yesterday I was recovering from traveling. I was just in Texas for my baby shower, and traveling at 22 weeks is harder than traveling at 16 weeks on an aircraft, especially with the lovely masks.
Yeah.
But I feel good. I still have some rib pains from baby boy in my ribs, and then I've also been having some hip pain that I'll wake up
Mm.
lovely like hips on fire. And yesterday I went to the chiropractor though, so I'm feeling good
Okay.
today. I'm going every 2 weeks, so that's really helpful, especially since I have scoliosis. So other than that, I feel pretty good.
Okay. How do you feel them moving?
Like the baby's moving.
Yeah, like are they very active, more active at night, active in the morning? What's their party time?
I'd say they're more active at night, which I think is the normal time for them to be active. But you never know when you'll get a little flutter.
Aw, is it still little flutters or do you feel a little more earthquakey?
Well, yesterday there was an earthquake in LA, and so it wasn't that big. But I think there's still more. Some of them are more earthquakey, some of them are flutters. It just depends.
Do you think that you could feel each twin specifically, or is it still just a mess of babies?
I think so, just because I know, or last time we checked, the boy was head up and the girl was head down, and so like I think like when my rib is hurting, that's definitely the boy up in my left rib, and then the girl
Mhm.
I feel like at the bottom of my like stomach. And because their placentas are posterior, I think that also makes it a little bit harder
Yeah.
for me to feel. But I think I can differentiate.
Oh, how exciting. It's gonna get so much more, like, even more exciting. And do you think you would differentiate feet from hands yet?
I don't know. I probably not. I know by looking at the ultrasounds we've done that the girl always has her hands up. She's like ready to party, but she's also way more chill. The boy is always moving. He's actually in my rib right now. He wants to come out and say hello, but not yet.
No.
But
No.
I don't know that I can differentiate. I'd probably just be lying.
Oh my gosh. Well, for everybody that's watching, including Marnie and Shannon, that's really exciting that you ladies are here today. If you have questions for Lauren, anything regarding her pregnancy, and I know that Shannon especially probably wants to talk about your shower. So let's dive in. So you went to Texas, you had your baby shower. Now this is one baby shower because you're still going to have another one in LA.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a month, I guess, less than a month now.
So we had our preliminary shower.
Yeah.
This was our starter shower.
Mhm.
And how did that go? And how did you deal with having to bring stuff back?
We flew Alaska, and we are able to check bags for free through them.
Okay.
So we just packed into one suitcase and then brought it. My mom let me borrow a suitcase and I just shoved it all in. I think we only had to leave one item
Okay.
behind that my mom will bring this next month when she's here. And then it also said on the invitation that I am flying back to LA, and so
Okay.
to ship it if it's bigger. So a lot of people
Yeah.
did things,
Okay.
but it's just fun to open gifts and stuff in person. So I think we had about 45 pounds worth out of the 50
Oh,
we were allotted in,
that's great.
in the other suitcase. And yeah, so it worked out great.
So what'd you get?
Oh, putting me on the spot. I don't know. I got a lot of cute clothes. One of the things they got, my husband Nick and I both went to Baylor University, so one cute little gift was little Baylor outfits for the twins and like a little book. Another
Okay.
fun little outfit. My uncle bought us the little eared jackets, but on the girls he took off the buttons and put little rhinestone ones, so it's a little custom button detail. I got some good bibs and bows and books and bath time accessories. A lot of good stuff.
So all the bees were covered.
All
Did
the
you get
bees.
a bottle?
Babies.
Any bottle?
No, not this time.
Well, so you missed a bee.
Missed a bee.
Books, bibs, babies.
Next time.
All right, good.
Blankets. I did get blankets. That was another fun one. A couple people made me blankets, which is always special.
That would be an interesting shower if you had it themed by letter.
Yeah.
And like this shower, bring everything with the letter B. I like it, but it's the baby B shower.
Yeah.
Then you have a baby A shower, and then you have a baby B shower.
My mom's like grandma name is B because her name is Sarah Beth, so people call her SB, so her name is B, so that would also play into the B shower.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. So you went and you got to see your family. How is this the first time that you got to see some of your family since the announcement? Because I know you were home. You went back home when we first met, so that was in the very beginning. But did you get to see family members that haven't seen you kind of pregnant yet?
I last saw them around 16 weeks, so I hadn't truly like popped yet. So that was fun for them to see me like with my belly. But I did see them in May because I actually told some of them in person. So they had seen me, but they hadn't seen me with the belly yet. So that was fun.
How's your mom dealing with the fact that you're so far away and going through this?
Mom, are you watching? Do you want to answer that? She is actually coming to see me again in July because she can't stand to be away from me, and she already has the flights booked for around when they'll be here. So, yeah.
Okay, so she has a flight booked for when they're going to be here. Is she going to stay with you for a bit of time after the 20s are here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you started getting that organized? Like, who's going to be able to help you? Like, how much thought has gone into that, and how many flights have been booked?
I know my mom was going to come out first, and then my dad was going to come out the second week she's here, and then I think my sister booked a flight too, and that's all I know so far. Right. We're still in the process of deciding that. COVID puts an interesting spin on things, just as far as hospital goes, and then neither of our parents are local here in LA, so we're still figuring that out.
Now, what about your in-laws though? Like, how involved are they going to be with this?
Yeah, they're going to come and visit too and help too. I think we're going to try to stagger just so we can have the most help for a long period of time, but we'll see. We haven't decided yet. All
right. Now, big news is, since we last spoke, you've taken our Twiniversity class.
I have.
I know. And you and Nick were there. It was so much fun. That was so great. How do you feel that the advice that we gave you in class has affected any of your future planning? Has it, or were you like, oh, that's all crap I knew already?
Yeah, no, I think that the second class was our favorite just because we had already kind of researched, and I already talked with you about like the products we need, but it's definitely a good class to take if you are confused or you don't want to just look at all the resources of Twiniversity for what products you should get and why. It was really fun to hear. I think we were the only people West Coast side, but it's just fun to hear the similarities between those East Coast, just because we have a lot of the same things about laundry not in unit. And like, I hadn't even thought about like, what if we don't have a car? And, it's just fun to think about how other people deal with things. But the second class was probably my favorite just because of all of the information that we went over, whether it be finances or breastfeeding or all the things, just all the things. It was great.
Yeah, I was so happy that you were there, and you guys had such great questions, which is nice too. So yeah, do you think that was a good time to take that class, or should you have taken it earlier or later?
I think as far as if you're super type A, it's never too early. And it's especially good as far as like products, if you're looking for questions in that. But for the other information, I think it was the perfect time to take it just because I feel like I would have been maybe a little bit overwhelmed if it was any more because I'm like, I'm not ready to think about that yet. But I was ready to think about it just because I'm over halfway there now.
Yay! You're almost halfway there. Okay, halfway there. We're at the big marker. How is it going with, besides your Kit Kat and Oreo snacks? How is it going eating otherwise? Do you find that you're losing room for food, reflux? What's happening in the digestive region of your universe?
Yeah, so I definitely am pausing when I'm eating and taking breaks in that aspect. So
Okay.
I haven't 100% run out of room yet, but I'm definitely like feeling that. And it's always good to eat slower anyway. As
Mhm.
far as food though goes, I'm still on my nausea medication and I
Mm,
haven't had an issue really with that. Knock on wood. I'm going to knock on some
good.
firewood right here. But I'm still on the medication and I still don't really think that I have cravings. I have more, I wouldn't call them aversions. It's just like, okay, nothing sounds good. So
Yeah,
that's kind of an issue. I'm like, okay, what sounds remotely okay? And
yeah.
then sometimes it's just like, okay, I'll have a few bites and I'll figure out something else to eat just because nothing particularly sounds good.
Is your weight okay though? Is the doctor satisfied with how everything's going?
Yeah, so I'm seeing a doctor every 2 weeks now. And so when I saw
Mhm.
my doctor last week, they were actually measuring, she called them chunky, which I'm like, great, perfect. That's perfect for twins. Just because you don't want them to be underweight. And so when I
Yes.
was like just turned 22 weeks, they were a pound and an ounce. And typically they're
Okay.
not over that, I guess, till like 23 or 24 weeks. So they're measuring good.
Yeah.
I'll have
Good.
another doctor appointment next Wednesday.
Very good. All right. What tests are on the horizon for you? Like, are you scheduled for anything big this coming week or next week?
I don't think so. I think it's just like the check-in.
Mhm.
I have my gestational diabetes test in August, I think, mid-August. So I think that's the next test I have.
Mm, it's always a fun one, especially
Yeah.
with the nausea. Hopefully, the nausea will subside a little bit more before you have to deal with that.
I have spoken to a couple people about it and regarding the drink, and I was like, as long as it's better than what you have to drink to get a colonoscopy, just because I
Oh
didn't have
yeah.
it last year, I was like, I'm good. Like that was just very hard.
It is, and sometimes doctors even allow you to have a like a small apple juice
Oh,
instead of that fluid because some people can't have carbonation, and often that fluid is. So,
I asked, and I love my doctor, but she kind of was like, no. I asked
um,
about like gummy bears or something like that. She was like, no. And I know you can also opt to do like the test through the week. But
yeah,
as for now, I'm just going to do like the traditional. I think she has an organic version that I can
yeah.
take. So we'll see.
Well,
I know it's scheduled, but I don't know all the
they
details.
it's very hard to supplement that much sugar into your body at one time. So you kinda get stuck with that wonderful, delicious
Yeah.
mixture. But
Mhm.
yeah, we've had some moms get the easy way out with the apple juice, but it really depends. It
Yeah.
also depends, I guess, on how you've been holding up this
Yeah.
whole time. But that's so exciting. Do you feel like that's like a big milestone that once you take your glucose test, that is actually a big pregnancy milestone?
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous for it mainly just because like a lot of sugar will give me a headache, so I don't know how I feel. And then also, if I were to test like positive for it, I get very squeamish. So I don't know. I'm like, okay, just pray that I pass it because I just don't know if I can prick my finger that many times a day. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yes.
It's a big
Yes.
mile.
There is
Yeah.
literally nothing to think about. Do not worry until somebody tells you to worry.
Yeah.
That is the philosophy of every parent in the universe. So, what are you looking forward to? What are the big things that you have planned to do besides your fancy LA baby shower? What else is on the calendar of things that you're looking forward to doing?
So my husband actually planned a secret trip, like a baby moon that we leave for next week. And I don't know where we're going. And it kind of is encompassing like the baby moon. And then I turned 30 this year. And then it's our 5-year wedding anniversary. And I turned 30 in August. And then
Mhm.
our 5-year anniversary is October 28th. So the twins will be here. So we won't
Oh,
really be doing anything. So I'm looking forward to that. We leave next Wednesday.
oh, now being a fancy Instagrammer, do you already have the Halloween outfits planned for the twins? Because I think we need to start thinking about this.
So we were actually watching the new Cruella the other day, and with some of our friends, and they were like, "You should be Emma Stone Cruella, and then our dog Dino can be like one of the Dalmatians. He's black and white, but he's not a Dalmatian." But I was like, "That's a great idea," but I already have other ideas that I'm thinking about. So Did you watch WandaVision?
Yes.
So I know they're twin boys, but I
Yeah.
love her like Scarlet Witch outfit at the end and like the twins. I think that's such a cute outfit. And then I've also thought of the classic Luke and Leia and Queen Amidala and Darth Vader. So I don't know. There's lots of options. I always loved dressing up as a kid, and my parents would usually like dress up with us. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Oh, I can't wait. That's the best. Halloween, the Halloween outfits for twins is one of our most read articles at Twiniversity because every year we keep adding to it. So you have a list that's basically been compiled over like the last, I don't know, 7 years. I think we started it. So 7 years of twin ideas. So go through that. You never know. But there's, it's fun to have them that little. And I still remember our first Halloween. She was a flower and he was a frog, but that's only because those were the only costumes I could find. It was not, I did not plan well enough. I was too, they were born the previous December and I was too scatterbrained to even do anything else. But they were just the sweetest little flower and frog in the universe. But that's my favorite time. I know that it's like, why the hell are we talking about Halloween in June? But I'm already looking forward to it, especially this Halloween that we could go trick-or-treating and stuff. That would be great. I am so happy you caught up with us. I know that I can't wait to find out where Nick is taking you. I almost want to text him on the sneak, but then I actually may have to text him on the sneak just to make sure that I agree. I approve of this.
Well, I will tell you though that he did tell my OB and what
Okay.
left me in the room and went to go tell her in a different room, and she hugged him whenever he told her. So it's approved. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure if you text him, he'll tell you.
All right. So no skydiving.
No.
That's it. That's always good. I don't know about scuba. Could you scuba pregnant?
I don't really want to. So
Enough. Yeah.
good. He
No
did
roller
being
coasters.
skydiving though. He did. I don't know what he needs it for, but he was like, "Do you know about how much it'll weigh whenever we go?" I'm like, I mean, I can guess, but I don't know. But I'm like, I can't go skydiving, so I'm not sure what you need that for.
What would he need that for? Oh, now this is it. Julie already just put in a comment. Oh my God, surprise, baby moon. Nick is the best. So me and Julie, we're going to play guess what it is. And then I'm going to text Nick and say, these are our 3 guesses. Are we right? That's all I want to know. Oh, I can't wait. So when are you leaving for that?
July 1st.
July. You're packed, I hope?
No,
Am I
because
almost ready?
tell me what to pack, but I think I have a general idea of what I should pack. But
Are we going to Iceland? I feel like everybody's going to Iceland right now. That seems to be the hot spot.
maybe, but I think he told me I needed yoga clothes and like swimsuits, so I don't know that.
I don't think so. Well, maybe. We need yoga clothes and a swimsuit. Julie, are you watching? This is all the clues. That's it. It's the clues to where you're going. Well, I can't wait to see. Are you going to post it on Insta while you're there? Okay, good. Do it, if anything, just for Julie and I.
Yeah, for sure.
We're so excited. Okay, good. I'm glad you're having a good 22nd week, almost 23rd week. I cannot wait to see you again and hear about our post baby moon 30th birthday celebration of pre-parenthood, and tell Nick that we're very excited for him too. I can't wait to see Nick's yoga clothes. I hope he gets some Lululemon like slim leggings and maybe a crop top. I think would be good with a razor back. I feel like he would. For sure. Thank you. All right, guys. And if you need me or Lauren or have questions about anything, never hesitate to reach out to us. You can email us at community@twiniversity.com, or you could follow Lauren too on Insta. We're going to put all the details below so you could stalk her just like Julie and I are going to be stalking her to see where her and Nick are going. But until the next few weeks, we will see you later, alligators. And if you need anything, you know where to find us. Bye, guys.
Bye.